Hello everyone, it's Lushawn. If you've just found my channel, welcome. And if you are returning to my channel, welcome back. Thank you so much for the support. I truly do appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. So in today's video, I will be updating my debt snowball for the month of March. All of my creditors have hit my account for the debt that I owe for the month. So I am going to go ahead and show you what the numbers look like. So let's go ahead and get right into the numbers. Of course, I am working out of my Erin Condren Deluxe Monthly Planner. If you've watched my previous videos, you know I do all of my financial budgeting, saving, tracking needs in this planner. I truly love it, and I will leave some links in the description box below, so take a look. If you want to purchase something, it's there for your convenience. So this is my layout for my debt snowball. I'm bringing you guys in just a tad. Okay, and first, my header I purchased from Caffeinated Kate. I'll also leave her link down. Down in the description box below. The washi tape I got from the Paper Studio, I believe. Everything will be linked below. So let's go ahead and get these numbers written in. Let's go in just a little bit more so you can see. So I am down one creditor. If you've watched my previous video, I believe it was my snowball. Yeah, I think it was my, I'll look and I'll leave the link for that particular video in the cards. But yeah, I paid off one of them. So my next in line is my MX Blue. And this one is 0 APR until 4/23. So I'm writing that here to remind myself that it needs to be paid off before that date, so that it does not incur any charges. So my starting balance was $1,107.20. My minimum payment was $164.24. Of course, no charges have been made, and there is no service finance charge because of the promotion. And I made an additional $500 payment, and so now my ending balance is $439.96. So you can clearly see I will be done with this before this date. I'm super happy about that. Next is my synchrony, and really that's just basically my rooms to go that I started out at $2,532, and I made a minimum payment of $56. Of course, no charges have been made, and this is also a 0 APR card. No additional payments. So I owe $2,476 even. Next is Capital One, and the first card I paid off was another Capital One card, so this is my last one. That is $305.70. The minimum payment on that was $108. No charges made. The finance charge was $63.77, leaving no additional payment, and I owe $3,261.47. Next is a personal loan, and actually I just owe myself. That was off of my 401k. I had to take some money, so I'm my own creditor on this one. And I owe myself $3,537.79. The minimum payment $139. No charges made, of course, and finance charges $18.74. No additional payment, and I owe $3,417.53. Next is my Amex Gold card, and that balance is $6,127.36. Made a minimum payment of $205.97. No charges made. Finance charge is $105.63. No additional. And I owe $6,027.02. And I've gotten people subscribers asking in the comments, oh, how do you carry a balance on Amex Gold? You can. They have 2 buckets on the card. One is if any charges you make that are $100 and below, you have to pay that off for the month. There's no getting around that. That's everything in full. And that's each charge. If you have 10 charges and they're all like $99.99, you have to pay all of that off in 1 month. But if you have something that you've charged over $100, they put it in a bucket like a credit card. So you have 2 buckets on that card. So that's why. And last is my personal loan, and that's the BBVA Compass. And I owe started out owing $21,146.78. Minimum payment of $715.53. No charges made, of course. Finance or interest charges $264.26. No additional payment, and I'm left with $20,695.51. So that's what I have for my consumer. This is my consumer debt, and this will be greatest for my student loan debt. So my total starting balance was $37,756.83. I paid in minimums $1,391.74. Super stoked about this column. I made no charges on my cards at all. Super proud of myself. And my finance charges totals $452.40, and additional payment of $500. So now my debt for my consumer is $36,317.49. Squeezing it in here. It's where I am. So I paid a total on my consumer debt of $1,439.34 for the month. And then for my student loan debt, I have Ed Financial. I have 2 of these, and that's starting $4,200. and my minimum payment was $30.40. And if you've watched my previous video regarding my whole issue with the way Ed Financial does this, is basically they just have a bucket for finance charges, and it just keeps accumulating because the minimum payment that they give you doesn't even cover what they're charging you in charges, so it just keeps building. So over the course of the past couple of months, I cleared out that bucket, and my experiment was to test my theory this month. I paid what was in the bucket. So what was in the bucket was, excuse me, the $29.40. So I paid $30.40 to see, excuse me, if the principal, to see how the principal would go down, jeez, to see exactly how that would map out. And it worked. So my balance went down to $4,199, but it went down. So my theory, I proved my theory. So now I know how to handle the 2 Ed Financial student loans so that some money is coming off of the principal, because it had been at the $4,200 for forever, because it was just the minimum charge that I was paying wasn't covering anything but what was in the bucket, which was more than what the minimum charge, the minimum payment they were telling me to pay. So now I know how to handle those two. So here I have Mahela student loan at $5,774.32. The minimum payment I made was $59.45. The finance charge was $15.46, no additional. And excuse me, $5,730.33 is the ending balance. Another Mahela, and it is $6,640.68. And I would suggest that you all, like, if you have student loan debt, to open up on the details, because they just give you one, most of them just give you one payment amount, but you don't know how they're going to apply it, what they're going to apply it to. And most loans are broken out like A, B, C, D, or 1, 2, 3. You know, they have multiple loans within that one total. And it would behoove you just to take a look to see how it's ordered as far as finance charge, you know, the finance charge amount, the balances, because some of them can be so small that you can just pay them off and be done with it and get it out of your, you know, get it out of your life. So I would suggest you break them out, because the way that I look at these on the account, it's just one, and then once I click detail, it opens it up, so you can have a better excuse me, Froggy is not playing around today. So you'll have a better idea of how to, you know, attack it when you're trying to pay it off. So the minimum payment on here I made was $70.55. The finance charge was $21.05. Nothing additional, and I owe now $6,591.18. And then this is the last Ed Financial. And again, I did this, you know, I tested my theory, and of course, and it works. So I am going to put a little something on it. I just can't see paying on it every month, and I mean, something has to come off that principal, something. So I paid $68.43, again, testing my theory. The amount that was in the bucket was $67.43, so I just did an extra $1 just to see. So that took the balance down, of course, to $11,349. So the total amount on my student loan debt owed was $27,965. I made minimum payments totaling $228.83. Finance charges totaled $133.34. Nothing additional. So now I owe $27,869.51. So I paid a total of $95.49 on my student loan debt, for a monthly total on my debt of $1,534.83. So, yep, that's what I did for the month. So that's consumer, that's student, and that's my total for the month. So that is my Dead Snowball update for the month of March, and I'm happy it's coming off a little bit and a little bit at a time, and that works for me. My plan is, I'm working my plan, and my plan is working. So if you have lasted this long in the video, thank you so much. You're a trooper. I do hope you can would subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you as a subscriber. And as per usual, until my next video, hugs and love. Bye.